Beans are the quintessential frugal food. Not only are they inexpensive, they're also nutritious, filling, and delicious. Today I want to share with you my family's favorite beans, how we prepare them, and how we're able to make 4 delicious different types of meals using 1 pot of beans. These beans go by many different names: Peruano, Canary, Mayocoba, but I call them delicious. These beans are made in the slow cooker. They're easy to make, fat-free, vegan. They're perfect. They'll satisfy me, the vegetarian in the family, to my husband who prefers to eat meat. If you don't have Peruano beans, you can make these with pinto beans and they'll be just as delicious. These beans are almost always sold out at my local ethnic market, but good old 99-cent store to the rescue. All of the ones I visited carry this bean. It's not necessary to use this Peruano bean, but we do enjoy this bean's flavor a lot more. It's more mild in flavor than the pinto, and it's creamy. It's also less beany, if that's a word, but the pinto bean will be just as delicious. I start things off by sorting my beans, just to make sure there are no rocks in them, and I do this by snipping a little corner of the bag and pouring the beans into the palm of my hand to make a thin layer, so that I can see all the beans as they're falling into my hand. I'm looking for rocks and other debris that you may find in beans. These beans were clean. Then I rinse and wash my beans twice in some cold water. The crock that I'm using is a 3-quart crock, and it fits 1 pound of beans nicely. Generally, beans call for a 1 part bean to 3 parts of water. For my crock pot, I use about 2 inches of water over the top layer of the beans. For a more accurate measurement for a pound, you would use 6 cups of water to 1 pound or 2 cups of beans. Next, I peeled and minced a whole head of garlic. I just used about 3 cloves for this recipe and froze the rest in a jar for future recipes. Next thing we need to do is to peel and quarter a whole onion. Here I'm using a brown onion, but any onion you have on hand will work well. I've used many types of onions and it's always delicious. Now for the seasonings, and I'll have the measurements in the description box below for you, but I did add about 3 cloves of garlic, some red pepper flakes, cumin, salt. I used some pretzel salt just because I wanted to use up this packet, and then some pepper to taste. Now I'm simply going to place the quartered onions and the seasoning into the slow cooker, and then I cover with a lid. And trust me on this one, you'll want to find a place to cook it outside of the house. The smells from the beans will keep me hungry all day if I cook it in the house. An added benefit to this is that it will keep the heat out of our house. I cook ours in the garage for 8 hours on high. These beans are fantastic as they are. They may need a little bit of salt and pepper to your liking, but I like to eat these just as is out of the pot. To pair with it, I cook a pot of medium grain rice per the directions. This is one of the main kinds of rice that we like to eat. It's inexpensive and delicious, and it's perfect for warmer months because I can put the whole pot of rice in the fridge. It will stay soft enough for us to eat cold right out of the fridge. I tend to be a bit of a purist and like to eat my beans plain, while my son likes to make a bean bowl, as we call it in our house. For that, he uses some of that medium grain rice, beans, guacamole, cheese, and salsa. I think it's a great and easy meal for a growing teenager. My husband prefers to eat the beans in a burrito with some of the rice, leftover taco meat, cheese, and lettuce. The best part about this meal is that the other ingredients are cold and are warmed up to the perfect eating temperature with these straight from the pot hot beans. We ate through about 1/3 of this pot, and with the rest we're making refried beans. Remove the onion pieces to blend them up using whatever you have. Here I'm using a magic bullet. Next, strain the beans and make sure to save that delicious broth. We may need some of this for the refried beans. Any extra will make an excellent replacement for chicken stock or just as a soup all on its own. While the beans are draining, I blended up my onions in the magic bullet. This ended up being enough liquid to make the 3/4 pot of beans the perfect refried consistency. But if you're making a whole pot's worth, you may need to add some of that broth to thin it out. I'll add in my pureed onions, which adds a great flavor and makes an excellent replacement for oil. This red spatula I got from the Dollar Tree. It works really well to scrape every last bit of goodness out of containers. I like to mash the beans right in the crock pot. I use a spoon or a fork to mash the beans until I have the desired consistency. Add a little salt and pepper to taste and you have delicious, vegan, oil-free, slow-cooked, refried beans. We love to eat these as a dip with tortilla chips, and if you're lucky enough to find them, these Juanita's chips are by far the best and come the closest to restaurant chips in our experience. They're even better with these refried beans. I hope you get to try this versatile recipe. Thanks for watching, and I wish you happy cooking. Bye.